So it's Monday night, and all these top 100 from all the wine publications are coming out. I just got Decanter's Wines of the Year, so I'm going to do one of those as a video, sort of just first reaction blind video, and totally copying other people, but it's kind of have fun. While I'm doing it, I'm going to be drinking a Mary Edwards 2019 Russian River Valley Pinot Noir from Sonoma County, Night 2. And I thought this Pinot's pretty good. My adventure into California Pinot has been pretty good. You just have to pay some money. This one was not inexpensive by any stretch. I don't remember the exact cost, but it was a little bit up there. And this one's probably not worth the money. I actually say it tastes better today. Maybe that's what it needed, was a decant. Actually, that's really good today. Wow, that's really good today. So, today it's Wine Enthusiasts. Top 100 best buys. All 90 plus points and $20 or less. Probably a category I get asked about the most. And a category now that I believe I tell people just $20 is tough. Minus a few wines that do exist, it's tough. It's tough. Certain categories work. Chianti Classico. I think Rioja, being my sort of wine of the year, and maybe I should have had this page ready, but so I'll go from 100 down. And let's see, anything from, and I might not know a lot of these. Wine Enthusiast threw me for a loop last time, so from 10 to 90 here. I don't know any of these wines. Just none. None. And if I don't know them, I mean, what is the point of mentioning it? So, there's a Canadian Chardonnay from Niagara Peninsula. That's pretty cool. And I could definitely see that being a good value, but I've never had it. I'd like to try some more Canadian wines. They are making good wine in Canada. Not just ice wine, but fresh reds and crispy whites. From 89 to 81. There's a Côte d'Aron. I don't know it though, so again, what is the point of even calling it out? Gosh, this is going to be another failure of I just don't know these wines. Nothing there. 80 to 73. Gosh, I guess because I don't really live in this world. So interesting. Juggernaut. The red cab that I think is pretty good for under $20. They have a Chardonnay. So at number 76, I would say if you like Chardonnay, $20. There's my first recommendation. Another one, Michael David makes a bunch of kind of goofy wines with goofy labels, but some of his wines are pretty good. This is from Lodi, $20, and it's a Sauv Blanc. So I like Sauv Blanc, and find the Michael David 2022 Sauv Blanc for $20. It's probably not a bad thing to do, especially if you're kind of tired of the overly fresh and green Sauvignon Blancs from New Zealand. 72 to 65. I know this Chardonnay from seeing the I've never had it though, so I'm not even going to talk about it. Not going to talk about it. Not going to talk about that. Don't know it. Okay, so there's one on this page that is jumping out. So Garzon, Bodega Garzon 2020 Reserva Cabernet, $20, and Uruguay. So I had a single vineyard version of that, and I think it cost just under $30. This is their $20 sort of entry level. Actually, this says Cab Franc. I'm sorry, but either way, the wines that I've had from that winery are pretty good, especially for the price. So I'd say that that's probably decent at number 70. Probably a higher quality than some other. Here's a Greek wine. I don't know it though, so I'm not going to talk about it. So this is from 64 to 56. And there's a wine or two on this part, but nothing there. Nothing there. 55 to 46. They have a $19. Says, oh, it's a Barbera. I thought it said Barolo. No, never mind. Here's a Greek wine that I do kind of know, but I don't think I would recommend that one. I'm just not going to mention any of those. 45 to 39. Pinot Grigio. If you like Pinot Grigio, sort of neutralish white. Elena Walsh from the Alta Adige, $18. Probably a pretty well-made Pinot Grigio. I know the producer. I've had other things from Elena Walsh Winery, and I thought they were pretty good. I'm going to recommend the next one, but I've never had it. But it is a Chenin Blanc, and I love Chenin. It's old vine Chenin called Le Col from Yakima Valley, so Washington. I bet you that wine is good. I bet you it's textured and sort of, if you're like a Cabernet, if you're a Chardonnay fan, I bet you, if I see that one, I'll absolutely buy it. I'll absolutely buy it, and I love Chenin Blanc, so there's not many Chenins I've had that I didn't like. So actually, that's probably one of my favorites so far that I've found, and I've never had it. Number 40 for 19. I should probably take note of that wine and look for it. Well, if I see it, I see it. If I see it, I see it. 38 to 28. So here's number 37, Babbage's Black Label Sauv Blanc. There you go. You want your New Zealand $15 Sauv Blanc? I'm sure that one's pretty decent. So, here's a wine I've never had, but I know it's got to be Charles Smith, right? It's called Charles & Charles 2020 Bolt Cabernet, Columbia Valley. I think this is made by Charles Smith. Reading if it has anything in there. It's $15. I would try that wine. Don't know if it's good, but it's probably worth a shot at $15 to see if it's decent enough. And that's tough, but at least it's Washington, so sometimes you could find a bargain up there. The other bargain region is the south of France, Côte d'Aron, Grenache, Syrah, Mourvedre. You could really find some great bargains for $20. There's one right here, I just don't know it, but I guess I'll mention it. Levine de Bilhaut by Michel Chapoutier, so a good producer. 2019 Rhone Style Red Blend, Côte de Roussillon Village. So this is Côte de Roussillon though. So this is actually a Rhone style blend, but it's made in Roussillon, so that's probably why this wine's less expensive, $15. Seeing it would make it sort of worth it. I don't know that I've ever even seen it, so hard to recommend when I can't even say that I've seen some of these. I don't know why wine enthusiasts lists are so obscure. 27 to 18. There's a Spanish Ribera del Duero 27, but I've never seen that bottle. But that is where you can find a sweet spot for good. So Tempranillo out of the Toro, out of Ribera del Duero, and Rioja. Sometimes you get some great wines. Here's a Côte d'Aron at number 20, Domaine Gassier, and I've seen that before, and I'm sure that's a GSM blend, and at $18. I cannot recommend any Pinot Noirs from this list. Under $20 from California, no way. No way. Number 19 is Long Shadows 2021 Poets Leap Riesling. I've never had it. Another one I never had, but I would recommend it because I know the producer. Long Shadow's a good producer. It's a Riesling out of Washington. Sort of cool, $20, low alcohol. Could be a cool wine to try. Number 18 is Gerard Bertrand. He makes tons of different wines. I don't know this one specifically either, but it's from Languedoc, so you probably get a good price. So it says Rhone Style Red Blend, so probably Grenache or Mourvedre, but from Languedoc, so $19. I bet you that wine is really good. He doesn't make bad wine. His rosé for, what is it, sub 15, that Roses bottle is really a good rosé, and it's got a glass top. You pop it off in the summer. It's great wherever you are. Never been disappointed with it. So that one I think would be good. Number 18 there. It's called Heritage Cosmos 888. Never seen it, but if I did, I would definitely try that and buy it. And I guarantee, I have a good feeling it'd be good. It's got a high alcohol too, 14.5. It's probably like a bolder wine for $19. So that's pretty cool. 17 to 10. An orange wine from Alsace. I don't know the producer, so I can't talk about it. An orange wine being extended skin contact white wines that can really vary in flavor. Just what I'm saying. Bogle's 2020 Old Vine Zinfandel is on here for $11 as number 14. No way would I recommend that. No way. I do not believe that wine is good at all. I don't really like Bogle. So, see that, I think that's just, claim they gave it 90 points, whatever. Okay, let's continue. Up to 10, nothing. So 9 to 1. Oh, jeez, I just looked at their number 1. Number 9, Ponzi's 2021 Pinot Gris. All right, so here's a good wine, and this is a good wine. Number 8, Vietti's 2020, the Vigna Barbera. So Barbera d'Asti, Vietti's a great producer. I have on my wall one of their highest end Barbera. I think at the time it was in the 60s. It's really almost unattainable in the United States, but that's a good Barbera. If you like a acidic, sort of lower-ish acid, good red wine, it goes great with food or just apps. $19. That's a really great one. It's a 15% alcohol. That one's probably a little bit more bold than some other Barberas. Maybe 2020 was ripe. So that number 8's a really nice wine. Number 4. They put in a wine called Noble Vines 2023 37 Cab for $12. I just can't imagine that wine's any good. From Lodi. I don't know. I could not recommend that. So forget I even said that. I don't know that wine, so I can't recommend it. Number 2, I think, is a great wine. Famille Perrin 2021 Reserve Rhone Style. Oh, this is a white blend, but they make a red blend too, Famille Perrin. I thought it was the red. So if you like white, it's going to be a blend of white grapes. There's a lot of different varietals it can be in the Rhone. It's $14. So that's a great white wine. It's probably made really well. Probably tastes far higher than $14. Number 1, and I don't think I would recommend it, but it is J. Lohr's 2021 Southridge Syrah from Paso Robles. I have no idea. I don't think I'd ever buy it. I don't think I'd ever try it. I guess it was given to me to try it, but I can't imagine that that's anything special. So yeah, not a great list in my opinion. I really thought I'd see some other things on here. Not quite what I expected. Not quite at all. I'm just not in sync with Wine Spectator's list. That's for sure. But still cool to go through it and look at the wines. A lot of people do make decisions based on these publications, and there's nothing wrong with it. You need something. There's just too many wines, too many things to try. But $120 is a tough price point. It's really tough. Between bottling and shipping and labeling, think how much money is actually going into the grapes and the manufacturing or the production of that wine. I feel like a lot of it's probably just mass produced. It might not be, but just not a lot of love going into those wines. All right, dinner time. I will do more of these. Wine Enthusiast always ends up being a flub. The Wine Spectator one was better. I got the decanter one. I'm hoping the decanter one's got some really nice, cool wines in there. We'll see. Do it maybe this weekend. All right. Have a good night.